All right, guys, good morning. Today we're going to go over how to paint magazines. Just about all of us have a bunch of 30 round mags, okay? And maybe you don't particularly need it to be black, maybe you need it to be a different color. Well, today we're going to go over how to do that. So I'm just going to do 4 of them right now. Obviously, there's a little bit of prep work to this. These are plastic, so just keep that in mind. But you definitely want to make sure that you degrease these, because any of your fingerprints or any dirt or anything like that on the surface is going to affect how the paint sticks to it. All I have done here is I've just taken lumber and just made it, made little channels for the magazines to set in. An important thing to note when doing these, make sure they're unloaded, and you do not want to paint inside the channel where your rounds go in. All right, you don't really want paint getting up inside your bolt carrier group or your chamber or anything like that. In an ideal world, which you could do this, this top knurl, if we want to call it that, is where your magazine seats in the bottom of your lower. So realistically, you could take painter's tape and just tape this whole section up here, because you're not going to see it anyway. But this is what we have. We're going to do 4 of them. I am sorry, the shop looks like hell right now. I have a bunch of lumber in here right now, so the shop kind of looks like hell. But the 2 colors we're going to work with today is this Rust-Oleum camouflage paint. The 2 colors I'm going to do today is going to be tan and what we, I guess, call OD green. So you just got to figure out which color you want as your base color. And when doing this, guys, please remember, take in consideration the color that your surroundings, okay? So, like here in Virginia, we have a lot of pines, we have a lot of oaks, dogwoods, walnut, stuff like that. We have a lot of green, we have a lot of brown, we have a lot of like tan colors for in fields, hay fields, stuff like that. So please just take consideration, as for an example, if you live in Alaska, like up in the Arctic Circle where it's snow all year round, you probably don't need green paint on your rifle. So just think of that kind of stuff, unless you obviously want to go with a certain color pattern. Just take in consideration what your colors are where you live. So all I do, just put base coat on these bad boys. And you're probably wondering, Brian, why did you stagger them? I'm going to show you here real quick. I staggered them so I could go ahead and just do them all without having to move anything. All right, and they don't have to be absolutely pretty, because remember, they're magazines, so they're going to end up getting beat up anyway. The paint is going to end up coming off of it eventually, so it doesn't have to be entirely pretty. Move my son's bicycle here out of the way. All right. Like anything else, always read the instructions. See how long you need the paint to cure on all this stuff before applying a second coat. All right, this stuff dries fairly quick. So there's your base coat. We went from black to tan, okay? Now, all I'm going to do this is where everything's going to differ. You can literally take a leaf and make a pattern on the side of this if you'd like to, which we may actually do that with one or two of these magazines. If I could find an oak leaf in here that is halfway straight, that isn't all curled. There we go. That one's halfway straight. So what you can do, for example, we have a bunch of oak leaves here. So here's an oak leaf. So watch this. See how I have an oak leaf pattern on that magazine now? So you can do stuff like that. Let's go ahead and see. All right. Or you can literally just sprinkle it to break up your pattern. And it doesn't have to be anything pretty. All right. And then that's it. All right, so let's look at a finished product here. Now, understand it is still sticky and tacky, but you see we left it unpainted up where the chamber is. I literally have an oak leaf, and you see where I've just broke up the pattern of it. So it's not that hard. Anybody can do this. It's very easy. It can make your guns more tactical, if you will, or it can actually serve a purpose to help break up your firearm in an environment. So guys, we are going to do a video on my rifle. I am going to paint the rifle, hence why we're sitting out here painting these magazines. So probably the next video might be of painting the rifle, getting it ready, and I'll actually do a video of the prep of how to do that before we paint it. But guys, like always, y'all are awesome. I just saw 2 days ago that we are over 400 subscribers, so I'd like to thank every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. That's awesome. It's mind-blowing that 400 people actually care about watching me do dumb stuff here around the house. So that is awesome. Guys, I love you to death. Like always, like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.